Hey everybody! Hey everybody! Happy Wednesday! Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is new comic day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. Pretty big, exciting week this week. Lots of cool stuff going on. Gonna start with the Marvel guys. Let's talk a little Marvel Legacy. This is your latest issue of The Avengers. Everybody knows I'm a huge Avengers guy. Mark Waid has been knocking it out of the park with this book for a long time. Mark Waid's one of my favorite guys. This is part 5 of your crossover with the Champions. So grab the last issue of this, last couple issues of the Champions to catch up. Good stuff. Speaking of Mark Waid, this is your latest issue of Captain America, my other favorite Marvel title of all time. Everybody knows I'm a big Cap fan. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. Again, Mark Waid taking over the helms on this one, introducing a new swordsman. Fun stuff there. Great week for X-Men fans. Great time in general for X-Men fans. This is Astonishing X-Men number 6. If you are any kind of X fan and you haven't been picking this book up, you've got to grab all these issues. I guess showing you this cover right here is a bit of a spoiler. Been a lot going on in this book that a lot of people might not know about. So if you're a Marvel fan, X fan, pick up some Astonishing. That book's been really good. X-Men Gold, along with X-Men Blue, are your other X books that are just red hot these days. Again, if you're a former X fan and you've been holding out on these, now's your time to jump back in. If you're a Marvel fan and you're just interested in trying something new, like I say, great time to be an X fan. Iceman rounds out your X books for the week. A few of the other X-Men have their own minis, like Iceman, Jean Grey, a few others. Like I say, good time to be an X fan. Spider-Man, another one of your Marvel Legacy books. This is the second issue of Miles Morales' Legacy run. Probably exceeding Peter Parker in fame these days. Venom Inc. Alpha is your other Spider book for the week. This is the first part of a little crossover that's going to be rolling between Amazing and Venom. Good stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy is your outer space action book for the week. Doctor Strange. This is one I definitely be wanting to been talking about. Loki is vying to be the new master of the mystic arts. That's the new take on the legacy version of Doctor Strange here. Grab that last issue for the first part. Catch up to this one. What's cooler than the idea of Loki as the master of the mystic arts? Black Bolt and Inhumans Once and Future Kings, or your Inhumans books for the week. Both of those might be flying under your radar, but really solid books. That Black Bolt's getting a lot of positive buzz. That's the first part of the new arc, so you might want to jump in on that. Hawkeye, another really popular book that might be flying under your radar. Iron Fist is your Netflix superstar book of the week. Dig me some Danny Rand. Gwenpool is your only Pool-esque book for the week, but I love me anything with some Doctor Doom in it. Spirits of Vengeance is your Ghost Rider book for the week. Everybody loves some Ghost Rider. And last but definitely not least is Star Wars Darth Vader. Can't say enough about this title. You know, I've been encouraging you guys to jump in on all this Star Wars stuff. You know, the movie's right around the corner. This is the second incarnation of the Vader title. It takes place in a different part of the timeline, but really, really awesome stuff. They've been doing a great job digging under the helmet of everyone's favorite Sith Lord. Like I say, they're just really, really doing a great job with all that Star Wars stuff. Great week for the guys at DC. It's always a big week for this guy. It's your latest issue of Batman, continuing the, well, what's been going on with everything in this book. I really hope you caught the annual last week. Really one of the best books I've read in quite a while. Love seeing these two guys team up. Batman White Knight number 3 finally drops. You guys been waiting for this one for a little while. Cool Harley Quinn cover there. We've got reprints of 1 and 2 if you missed out, like a lot of people did, because it came out and was super red hot, caught a lot of people by surprise. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, grab 1, 2, and 3 and catch up. It's a bit out of continuity, but it's a great Batman story. Batman TMNT Volume 2 number 1. We've got the trade paperback for the first series. Everybody wants to see Batman teaming up with anybody. All you Turtles fans love the idea of this. Cool Eastman cover there. Bane Conquest and Nightwing round out your Bat stuff. I'm always saying I'm a huge Nightwing fan. It's probably my favorite Bat character. I've been doing a great job with that book too. Check out the awesomeness of this Superman cover. This continues the Imperious Lex stuff that's been going on. That's Superman ruling Apocalypse right there. I've been talking a while about all these super books. If you're just getting into Doomsday, the Doomsday Clock stuff, you're going to want to catch up on all these Superman stuff. Superman, Action Comics, Supergirl, and a lot going on in those books. Justice League. Just want to say really quick, don't read the reviews, just go see the movie. It's a fun movie. It's just fine. Don't be so picky. I thought it was a lot of fun. And the book is, of course, a lot of fun. One of the best books DC does. Green Arrow, with an especially cool cover. It's your DC TV star book of the week. And Green Lanterns, another red hot title. All these Lantern books have been really, really solid. So if you're not following this one or Hal Jordan, you may want to pick one of those up and see what all the buzz is about. Cyborg, Deathstroke, and Black Lightning round out your DCU stuff. But as always, there's more DC to talk about, like Deadman from Neal Adams. This is the second issue of a little out of continuity mini by the legendary Neal Adams. Bombshells United picks up where DC Bombshells left off. This wraps up the first story arc. We've got all the issues in stock if you've been missing out on this one. Couple of Hanna-Barbera books this week. This is Jetsons #2. DC's been doing kind of a revitalization of all this Hanna-Barbera stuff. You might want to check out Future Quest to get the gist of what's going on with all these things. But, I mean, everybody knows the Jetsons, right? How about Dastardly and Muttley? That's your other Hanna-Barbera book for the week. Good stuff there. And Injustice 2, starring Supergirl, rounds out your DC stuff. Always a big week for those guys. Lots of good stuff from the other guys too. Rasputin is my Mike Mignola Hellboy-esque book of the week. Always using an opportunity to talk up this guy. Rasputin is one of the main bad guys, of course, of Hellboy. This is a bit of a flashback story, so grab the first issue and catch up to this week's #2. And Usagi Yojimbo is my other Dark Horse book of the week, because I'm always looking for an opportunity to talk up the all-time great Stan Sakai. If you don't know anything about Usagi Yojimbo, grab this issue or grab the first trade paperback. Do whatever you got to do to school yourself on some Usagi Yojimbo. One of the truly greatest comics of all time. Walking Dead is your Image book of the week. Probably everybody's Image book of the week. I'm always saying, if you guys are following this in trade paperback, catch up on your trades and grab these latest issues. Everything is more fun in periodical, especially something like Walking Dead. You know, it's a lot like the show. Each issue really matters in its own right. The Return of Witchblade is an Image book I definitely wanted to talk about this week. She had her own TV show. There was a time when Witchblade was really big. I always said it was one of our most consistently selling Image books. People who read Witchblade really liked it. So if you are one of those former Witchblade fans, you're super stoked to see this book come back. If you're new to the title,